County Clare is a county in Ireland. It is located in the Midwest region and is also part of the province of Munster. Clare County Council is the local authority for the county. The population of the county is 117,196 according to the 2011 census. Geography and political subdivisions. Clare is northwest of the River Shannon covering a total area of 3,400 square kilometres. Clare is the 7th largest of Ireland's 32 traditional counties in area and the 19th largest in terms of population. It is bordered by 2 counties in Munster and 1 county in Connacht, County Limerick to the south, County Tipperary to the east and County Galway to the north. Clare's nickname is the Banner County. Baronies, parishes and townlands equals. The county is divided into the baronies of Bunratty Lower, Bunratty Upper, Burren, Clondallow, Corcomroe, Ibricken, Incarkin, Islands, Moyata, Tulla Lower and Tulla Upper. These in turn are divided into civil parishes, which are divided into townlands. These divisions are cadastral, defining land boundaries and ownership, rather than administrative. Towns and villages physical geography Bodies of water define much of the physical boundaries of Clare. To the southeast is the River Shannon, Ireland's longest river, and to the south is the Shannon estuary. The border to the northeast is defined by Lough Derg, which is the 3rd largest lake on Ireland. To the west is the Atlantic Ocean, and to the north is Galway Bay. County Clare contains the Burren, a unique karst region, which contains rare flowers and fauna. At the western edge of the Burren, facing the Atlantic Ocean, are the cliffs of Moher. The highest point in County Clare is Moylussa, 532 m, in the Slieve Burner Range in the east of the county. The following islands lie off the coast of the county: Aginish, Inishmore Island, Inishlow, Mutton Island, Scattery Island. Climate History. There was a Neolithic civilization in the Clare area. The name of the peoples is unknown, but the prehistoric peoples left evidence behind in the form of ancient dolmen. Single-chamber megalithic tombs, usually consisting of 3 or more upright stones. Clare is one of the richest places for these tombs in Ireland. The most noted is in the Burren area. It is known as Púl Nórbún Dolmen, which translates as the Hole of Sorrows. The remains of the people inside the tomb have been excavated and dated to 3800 BC. Ptolemy created a map of Ireland in his Geographia with information dating from 100 AD. It is the oldest written account of the island with geographical features. Within his map, Ptolemy names the Gaelic tribes inhabiting it and the areas in which they resided. In the area of Clare he identified a tribe known as the Gangani. Historians have found the tribes on the west of Ireland hardest to identify with known peoples. However, Camden and Duchna speculated a possible connection between the Gangani and the Konkani, one of the 11 tribes in the Confederacy of the Canterbury in the northern part of the Iberian Peninsula. During the early Middle Ages the area was part of the Kingdom of Connacht ruled by the Wafiacrach Aidhne, until it was annexed to the Kingdom of Munster to be settled by the Dalcassians in the mid-10th century. It was renamed Thomond, meaning North Munster, and spawned Brian Boru during this period, perhaps the most noted High King of Ireland. From 1118 onwards the Kingdom of Thomond was in place as its own petty kingdom, ruled by the O'Brien clan. After the Norman invasion of Ireland, Thomas de Clare established a short-lived Norman lordship of Thomond, extinguished at the Battle of Dicertodea in 1318 during Edward Bruce's invasion. The county name Clare probably comes not from the de Clare family, but from the settlement of Clare, whose Irish name Clogher, Plank Bridge, refers to a crossing over the River Fergus. In 1543, during the Tudor conquest of Ireland, Maro O'Brien by surrender and regrant to Henry VIII became Earl of Thomond within Henry's Kingdom of Ireland. Henry Sidney as Lord Deputy of Ireland responded the Desmond Rebellion by creating the Presidency of Connaught in 1569 and Presidency of Munster in 1570. He transferred Thomond from Munster to Connaught, which he shired, Thomond becoming County Clare. About 1600 Clare was removed from the Presidency of Connaught and made a presidency in its own right under the Earl of Thomond. When Henry O'Brien, 5th Earl of Thomond, died in 1639, Lord Deputy Thomas Wentworth, 1st Earl of Strafford decreed Clare should return to the presidency of Munster, but the Wars of the Three Kingdoms delayed this until the Restoration. Clare's county nickname is the Banner County, for which various origins have been suggested, the banners captured by Clare's dragoons at the Battle of Ramillies, or the banner of Catholic emancipation raised by Daniel O'Connell's victory in an 1828 by-election for County Clare that led to the Roman Catholic Relief Act 1829. Scattery Island, in the mouth of the Shannon off the Clare coast, was transferred to Limerick Corporation and the county of the city of Limerick after the dissolution of the monasteries, and assigned to County Clare after the Municipal Corporations Act 1840. Under the Local Government Act 1898, part of the judicial county of Galway was transferred to County Clare. This area contains the village of Mount Shannon on the northwestern shore of Lough Derg. Local government and Dáil Permel Irian representation. The county seat is at Ennis, which also serves as a major regional hub for County Clare. Among its emergency services, it contains the Ennis Regional Hospital, the headquarters of the Clare Divisional Garda, the Clare Fire Brigade and Civil Defence. Clare is represented by its own parliamentary constituency in Dáil Permel Irian, the lower house of the Irish Parliament or Oirí Actors, and has since 1921. Clare is currently served by 4 TDs. Briefly, a small area of Clare was in the Clare-Galway South constituency during the 1970s before its abolition. The second tier of local governance is represented by the town council, so Clare has 4 in the form of Ennis, Kilrush, Kilkee and Shannon. The constituency has historically been a Fianna Fáil stronghold. However, Fianna Fáil lost its overall majority on the council in 2004. As of the 2009 local elections, Fine Gael is the largest party with 12 seats. It won 40% of the vote in the Clare constituency in the 2011 Irish general election. Prominent former TDs for Clare include Pamela Mone de Valera, who went on to become Taoiseach and President, former President Patrick Hillery and former Cabinet Minister Brendan Daly. Demography: the population of Clare accounted for 117,196 people at the most recent census in 2011. The main urban areas are Ennis with a population of 25,360 and Shannon with 9,673. The demographic profile for Clare in general is fairly young, 22% are under age 14, while 12% are over 65, compared to the national average of 20% and 11%, respectively. There is a slightly higher percentage of males with 50.5%, while females number 49.5%. English is the main language spoken in Clare. The vast majority of the population are Irish people, accounting for 86%. Most immigrants are Europeans, totaling an additional 7,520. There is also a small African minority of 1,124 people, while other groups are very small in number. In addition to this, there is a large Clare diaspora due to vast migration during the 19th century. There are millions of people around the world who can trace their family background to Clare. These are mostly present in North America, Great Britain, Australia, South Africa, Argentina and New Zealand. Many people from the Irish diaspora visit the area to trace their family roots and background. Most of the names in Clare are derived from Septembers of the Dalxian race of Gaels. Some of the most common examples are O'Brien, O'Dear, McMahon, McInerney, McNamara, McGarry, Maloney, O'Grady, Hogan, Considine and Lynch. There are some names of assimilated Norman origins such as Burke, Dalton, and Cummin. Religion. The most dominant religion in County Clare is Christianity. At least 92% of the people in the area polled as part of the Ireland Census 2006 identified as Christians. There are numerous abbeys and priories in Clare. Some of the ruins of these, such as Scattery Island, Bishop's Island and Drumcliff monasteries, are ancient, dating back to the 6th century when Christianity was first introduced to Ireland. The former was founded by Saint Senan, who was born locally near Kilrush in 488 and is counted amongst the 12 Apostles of Ireland. There are numerous other saints from Clare, such as Flannan, Mosheus, Mola, Cayman, Macreaish, Munchin and more. In the present day the Catholic Church are in the majority with 88% of the populace declaring themselves as followers of the religion. This is slightly above the national average. Most of Clare falls under the Catholic bishopric of the Diocese of Killaloe, which is part of the ecclesiastical province of Cashel and Emly. The Bishop of Killaloe is seated at the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral in Ennis. A small portion of the northwestern part of Clare falls under the Diocese of Galway, Kilmacduagh and Kilfenora. As part of the local council's architectural conservation project, around 80 Christian churches are protected structures. Some of the more notable structures include the ruins of Corcomo Abbey, Quin Abbey and Dicerto D Monastery. The largest religious minority is the Church of Ireland, which is part of the Anglican Communion, with just under 2,000 adherents in Clare. The county is part of the Diocese of Limerick and Killaloe, one of the three cathedrals of the diocese being St. Flonan's Cathedral in Killaloe. Other religious communities in Clare are very small in comparison, while there is also a minority who declare no religion. Culture. Places of interest. County Clare is known for beautiful natural scenery. Cliffs of Moher, Doolin, Nisiltra in Lough Derg, Kilbahar, Kilkee, Loop Head, Scattery Island, Spanish Point, the Burren. Music. County Clare has a strong history of traditional music. It is the home of the Kilfenora Car Copyright Isla Band, the Twilla Car Copyright Isla Band, Stockton's Wing, Sharon Shannon, Noel Hill, Pedara Lilin, Martin Hayes and legendary tin whistler Micho Russell. Ennis in County Clare is also the birthplace of Grammy-nominated songstress Maura O'Connell, whose grandmother started a fish market in the town. The county has many traditional music festivals, and one of the most well-known is the Willie Clancy Summer School, which is held every July in the town of Milltown Malbay in memory of the renowned Willie Ann Piper, Willie Clancy. Andy Irvine has written 2 songs celebrating County Clare. One is West Coast of Clare, in which he mentions Spanish Point and Milltown Malbay. The other is My Heart's Tonight in Ireland, in which he mentions several towns and villages in County Clare, Milltown Malbay, Scariff, Kilrush, Sixmilebridge, Kilkishin, Lynch, Ennistimon, Liscannor and Kilkee, and also makes 2 references to the music of Willie Clancy. Milltown Malbay is home to Oidreacht and Clare, an institute for higher education in all aspects of Irish tradition, history and literature. Sport. The Clare hurling team has one of the best records of success in the country in recent years, with many cups such as the Liam McCarthy Cup having been won in 1995, 1997 and 2013, and also finalists in 2002. Clare won the Munster final in football in 1992, beating Kerry. There is a strong Gaelic Athletic Association, GAA, presence in County Clare, with the founder of the GAA, Michael Cusack, having been born in Carron, which is situated in the heart of the Burren in North Clare. Irish rugby internationals from Clare include Keith Wood, Anthony Foley and Marcus Horan. Transport. Clare is served by 2 national primary roads, a classification referring to the major routes between major urban centres in Ireland. This includes the N18 connecting Limerick to Galway, which passes through Ennis, and by route of the N19 Shannon. These 2 roads are part of the wider western and southern corridor connecting many of the major settlements right across the island in these areas. There are also some significant national secondary roads across the coast, stretching from Ballyvaughan, through Ennistimon and Kilkee, before arriving at Kilrush is the N67. In addition to this, the N68 connects Kilrush to Ennis, while Ennis is connected to Ennistimon via the N85. Mainland public transport is mostly limited to buses ran by Irish government-owned company Busa Permel Irian. There are around 25 buses running frequent routes which pass through the majority of large settlements in Clare. The Ennis railway station, operated by government-owned Anra Cube da Permel Irian, is the most significant railway station in Clare today. It was opened on July 2, 1859. By route of Limerick, the trains run from Ennis to Dublin, and it generally takes 3 hours to complete the journey. There was previously a far more extensive local railway network in Clare, laid while part of the United Kingdom. The West Clare Railway was in existence from its opening in 1887 by Charles Stewart Parnell until 1961, covering much of the county. It was quite inefficient however, leading Percy French to write the song Are You Right There Michael? About his experience. Much of it was dug up and dismantled by the Irish government from the 1950s–1970s after being deemed uneconomic, however there remains local advocacy groups who wish to conserve and restore parts of it. The third busiest airport in Ireland is located in Clare with the Shannon International Airport, which officially opened in 1945. Along with Dublin Airport and Cork Airport it is one of the three primary airports in the country, handling 3.62 million passengers in 2007. Shannon was the first airport in Ireland to receive transatlantic flights. Ryanair is the main airline handling flights with Great Britain and continental European countries such as Spain, France, and Germany as the primary destinations. Much traffic from the United States is received, which Aer Lingus mostly handles. It is sometimes used as a military stopover which has caused some controversy in the country, but nonetheless has generated significant revenue for the airport. There are some local ferry services as much of the county is surrounded by water. There is one from Killimah to Tarbert Island in Kerry and also from Doolin to the Aran Islands of Inisheer and Inishmore. See also, High Sheriff of Clare, Lord Lieutenant of Clare, Wild Atlantic Way. Notes. References. External links, War of Independence in Clare, Clare County Council, Clare County Library, Tourist attractions.